Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse, and first of all, voice still a little scratchy, so I apologize for that, and I may have to cough. I will try to limit it. However, we have the Rhode Island Red by Leaf Pamelioux. I know I didn't pronounce that right, but you can see here the credit is there. Rhode Island Red is a one domesticated chicken. I know it's not the version we use most in Danish livestock. We used to use the Isavan that looks somehow similar to this one, and nowadays we use Italians. I That's what they call in Danish. They probably call something else in other languages, but this is very small white or black chickens, mostly the white ones we use. So this isn't what we would use on a farm, but it's maybe what you have for pet chickens. If you just have enough for yourself or something like that. I know we have like 20 chickens out in the garden. My parents sell a few of the eggs, but it's mostly for fun. And we have like 7 different kinds out there, so there's a lot of different domesticated chickens. If you have been to a animal festival, I'm not sure what it's called in English. These places where you go like once a year, sorry, with all of your farm animals, like you, if you have a pretty cow, a pretty horse, a pretty goat, sheep, whatever, you bring it there, and then you get them nominated for different kind of stuff. And we have one 20 minutes from where I live every year, and there's like 50, maybe 100 different races of chickens. So I just want to put it out there that this is one chicken that Leaf and Pamelioux chose to go with, and it looks like a basic chicken, so it do look like a egg laying chicken. Yeah, I have a background in farming. There's egg-laying chickens and there's meat chickens. Meat chickens also lay eggs, because otherwise where would the new chickens come from? But egg-laying chickens have been breeded for generations to produce a lot of eggs. Meat chickens have been bred for generations to just grow fast, and some of them can even grow so fast if you don't live in their food supply. So after 20 weeks or so, they will break their legs so heavy they can get. This clearly looks like a more slender variations, or not that much meat of them, so I'm guessing this is an egg laying type without knowing the specific species. You can see here it have this reddish brownish color, very beautiful. Rooster is clearly bigger, and he have these darker feathers in the back. I only saw them black, even though I know a lot of roosters for a lot of races of chickens have the green one. This will come in later, so I won't say that all of the roosters have black feathers in the back, but they all have this like bigger feathers. They also have the mohawk in the front, and they have the yeah, I'm not sure what it's called in English. In Danish it's called, the things, the dangly jewels between a man's leg. That's the name for it in Danish. um Males, roosters have more often more interesting colors, where here it seems like it's still limited to this reddish brownish color. combined with some darker colors in there, but it's not like it's completely different compared to the female. But we have a female here. And first of all, one thing I'm really happy about is the fact that they're walking on the ground. We had a lot of flying birds in here that just hover like 30 centimeters a foot or something like that above the ground. Where here it looks good overall. Let's jump into Zopedia. Sorry, I haven't coughed all day, but as soon as I start speaking, here we have the chicklets. Chickens don't always are yellow. That depends on the species. Some species actually have chickens with multiple colors, and they all aren't all monochromatics. This is yellow feathers, yellow feet. They can also be yellow feathers, dark feet, or black yellow feet. They can also be striped, spotted, whatever. But this is probably the one most people that don't look at chickens that often have seen. They are domesticated globally, no clear number known, and especially if you have a lot of hobbyist chicken farmers having them, then you don't register every single one. Yeah, again, domesticated globally, United States, Mexico, Canada, England, and more worldwide. I'm guessing the mothers were a little unclear about which countries, and especially because I think we have some sort of species of chickens that we have maybe 2 or 3 breeders of in Denmark, that just having 5 of them or something, they buy them from when they need new blood, then they go to other countries to get the best ones, and only those 3 or 4 farmers compete only on looks for these chickens, and it's crazy, to be honest. Temperate and grassland biomes, again, assuming if they are domesticated and you make sure they have a house, they could also survive like a tiger or a tropical or something like that. But that's what they put here. One of them needs 60 square meters of land. That is a lot for a chicken. But yeah, I think it's to compare to other animals in the game, so it makes sense. And in a zoo, you would want them to have more space. A extra only need 10 extra, so it's not like it's you end up with you need 2,000 square meters or anything like that. 3 to 42 degrees Celsius, and you need a grade 2 fence above 5.94 feet. I think that's a meter or and 80. I think. Group sizes from 4 to 20 for males, 16 females. In Denmark, it is legal to have 300 in a group. But again, not same race, but it's just to put it out there. But you can also have just 3 or 4. That's not an issue with chickens. The recommended for hobbyists is 20 for a group. 30 at maximum for a group, because a chicken don't have the large brain, and therefore they are able to remember and recognize a group of 30. That's the limit they can remember. Doesn't mean that you should have 30 if you don't have the space, if you aren't able to feed them well, don't have 30, but 30 is the limit that the chicken brain are able to recognize, and therefore they won't fight as much than groups of 300 clearly would, because they can't remember each other, so they don't know where they stand in compared to each other. No dominant structure. Yes and no. But again, chickens are like dogs, to be honest. Socially, like some dogs really like the engagement and and other animals, humans, contact, all of it. Some of them are very shy and defensive, and that's just what it is. Uh, Poly- Polyamorous, yeah, definitely, since otherwise it wouldn't make sense only to have one rooster. A relationship with humans, they are confident, and guess can enter the habitat, that makes sense. And they grow to 20-inch tall, that's half a meter. That's a big chicken. So maybe they are meat chickens anyway. But again, they are taller than they are wider. I would like to. Oh, they're 4.5 kilo, 9 pounds. They are big. They are big. I think some egg-laying chickens are down to like half a kilo. Some, not all. Life expectancy 8 years, and they can reproduce after 3. That's not true though, since I think it's about 20 weeks chickens start laying eggs, so after that they can reproduce. But for the game, it will help you a lot that it sets to 3, because if you had said 20 weeks, then you would get a baby boom all the time, and that can be hard to handle in the game. Age of sexual sterilization 40. I love that with the 8 years lifespan. Will give between 2 and 6 offspring every 12 months and be pregnant for 6 months. Yeah, I think it's 28 days. They lay on their eggs. Reproduction in captivity is about average, and they have interspecies enrichment with the llama. I I almost gonna think that the other domesticated animals that Leaf made, I don't have the mods installed right now, but the large white pig, the Holstein cow, the Suffolk sheep, and Merino sheep. I guess that would have the same interspecies enrichment. But that's only a guess because I don't have it installed. We have a little bit of enrichment. I think they are made on the peafowl rack. So we have the sorry. The mirror thingy, the herbcent marker, and the sprinkler thingy, and then we have the slow feeder and the forest feeder. Now, what I like is that I'm actually able to pin down right away that we have a rooster over here. What I don't like is that I don't feel like he really made a rooster. They really made a rooster. We will look at the chickens, don't worry. We're gonna put the female here. I always say that, but I actually forgot babies in a few videos. Yeah, here you can see. Oh, there is a different. You can see the texture here is different than here. Now they're doing something weird. Can you stop doing? I don't like the angle there. It's not as prominent on the male, but it's there. Can you stand up? Thank you. Gonna do there. You can see here the tail is clearly different. From afar it looks like it's only the tail added on here, but in here you can see the feathers here in the back. These are going downwards. These are going outwards, and it's not like these then are new, because in here you can see those don't look even remotely close to this. You can also see the texture here. Males have these longer, thinner feathers on the neck area, which gives this texture. This texture looks very well. Again, not a fan of the mom there. On some subspecies, they will go like all the way down here, and they will be very poofy, like double the thickness at least. And for some, it would be more discreet like this. What I don't what I don't like is the sizing. The rooster should be bigger, way bigger, especially because mating wise, he should be able to, without issues, standing up here. And here it seems like he would jump, and that would give the female the opportunity to run away, and we don't want that. Sorry, that's how it works in the animal world, but she shouldn't be able to just run. They did remember both the mohawk and the... if anyone knows what they call, please tell me in the description below. The eyes looks on both of them very... Now see me complimenting and then seeing something wrong. Leaf. I know it's not only Leaf, but I don't want to mispronounce the other mother anymore. Here, it's something that happens in a lot of mud, and this is actually a pretty old mud. I can just check here, honestly, because I know I have it up. It's from April 21, so it's a year and a half old. So it actually holds up very, very well. We also have the blurriness here when we get in close, but I don't care about that because you don't need to get that far out before it looks quite normal. The texture in here is really good. It's really good. And for most of the beak, this looks real. For most of it, and then it does this weird thing here. Honestly, they're good. Even the feathers, like this looks like chicken feather. I think that's scars. I think so. It looks good. It's not like clearly feathers, but it's clearly more feather-like than fur-like, and I really like that. The feathers up here, I'm so impressed with. The closer we get, the worse they look. That's how it is with a lot of these mats. But they look so much better than a lot of the feathers, and even from Frontier, to be honest. And they took the time. They didn't just make the ones out here and then ended there. They went in here and did all of the layers, which I really appreciate. From this angle, it looks a tiny bit weird. But how often do we get into that angle, to be honest? The feet's beautifully done, and the claws also. I'm honestly a little bit confused about the females having this one. But the males are clearly bigger, so that's good. These, I'm not sure, maybe some subspecies of chickens have these. I have only noticed them on roosters. It's because the rooster used them to, when he jumps her, to hang on. I really think the claws in there to hang on, and she won't get hurt. If you ever try to catch a chicken, they don't get hurt that easily. You can break their legs if you really want to, but they have all of these feathers, so it's more like the feathers he's holding on to. These, I'm in love with these. Beautiful, beautiful, and this is why I mentioned the color before. I only found pictures of these specific chickens with the black. But I did a quick Google search and looked at like 10 pictures, so that doesn't mean that this isn't a possibility at all. So overall, they're quite good. When we look at the baby, it's quite cute. It has a really good texture, chicken-wise. You have that little like indent where you can see where the wings should be. I actually think they removed them. But you can see the indent here where it should be. I think it's a good choice if they remove them, because they would flap weird on these very small chickens. Small chickens don't use their wings for anything. They basically just hold them in close to protect them until they are able to use them when they get older. Yeah, honestly, a good mud. They don't swim. Just want to mention. Just because they're birds. Again, a lot of birds swim. Chickens don't. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. Should we end it on a rooster? Again, really good job here, honestly, and especially for such an old mud to hold up that well. Again, the angle a little weird. But even when you zoom out, you don't notice it that much. So again, if you want to use this mud, then please do. If you don't want to it, then you don't have to. They only want to decide which mud you should use, or you. I just put them out there, tell you what I think, and I just appreciate all of the work the mothers do, honestly. I am in the process of contacting all of the mothers. I'm really trying here. I got words back for a few of them. To ask them if they have any way where you can go and support them if you want to, or ask them to make a specific mud. A lot of them have mud goals, so when they reach a certain amount, um, then they what's it called? Then they're gonna do this mud and this mud and this mud. So honestly, and I are also going back to my old videos and add the links in there. So if you ever see one of my videos, a mother that does a really good job, you want to support them, then if I get the links from the mother, I only put them there if I get it directly from the mother, so I don't want any cheating. And I have tried to click it myself to see that it's a good link and checking things out for you. So hopefully you should be safe using the links below. And I will do that on all of these mod videos if all of the modders get back to me. Again, some of the modders are a little harder than others to get a hold on, but I hope so. And if you are a modder, you made a mod that I made a video on, feel free to contact me on my Instagram. It's Nissepilsen. It's in the description below. Because I just want to help people, show you how much we as a community appreciate all of the works you do. So please, if you know a mother, put them in contact with me. Don't send me all of the links to mothers. I only accept the links directly from the mother themselves to make sure that it's not like someone else making money on the mother's work. It can be Ko-fi, it can be Patreon, it can even be their Instagram if they just want to show off the mods they do, if they have something. But it have to be something in relation to their mods. It's not like just I have something completely different going on over here. We're not gonna add links to that, but just something to appreciate all of the mods. Yeah, we're gonna end it here, guys. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.